What's going on? What's going on? I can't really hear you. I don't know. Maybe your mic is not on or something. I can't really hear you right now. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my mic, my bad. Okay,
All
let's
right.
welcome P2K to the show, all the way from New York. So let's talk about your new high voltage ultimate wrestling promotion.
Well, the new wrestling promotion is called a high voltage ultimate wrestling. Well, let me tell you a little story about high voltage ultimate wrestling. Um, I already had it. This is way before they left everything for the Lord and stuff like that. And you know, people that I was with, they was not doing what they supposed to be doing. I mean, they were trying, but it was not doing. I mean, trying to get high voltage out there. But I had to let it go, and I gave it to some more other people. But me staying as the president of high voltage ultimate wrestling. And there's people that I gave it to probably 2 days ago. They're doing a great job. The show, they're gonna start doing the show. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to see it out there. And what these people can do with high voltage ultimate wrestling.
Very interesting. And I'm going to show a clip to you guys of what high voltage is and some of the roster members. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. This the unforgettable side, folks, bringing you up and taking you down, folks, coming at you from every side, folks, making the rhythm and rhyme collide. I'm gonna give you the backbone to close with microphones, never satisfy my rhyme Jones, spraying bright day over what you might say. My blood type's Krylon, Technicolor type A, on highways, fight with road rage, pages of wind and cages of tin that bounce all around, surround sound, devouring the scene, subliminal gangrene, paintings over all the same thing, sing song, karaoke, copy bullshit, break bones verbally with sticks and stone tactics, fourth dimension, combat convention, write rhymes at ease while the track stands at attention, meant to put you away with the
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the roster members that had been announced for high voltage. So, what can we expect, T2K, on the upcoming season or upcoming show of high voltage?
What can you expect? We can expect the unexpected from high voltage. Uh, some of these talents, some of you guys already know. Some of the talents that we're gonna have, maybe some of the guys don't already know yet. Um, we're gonna have, still a couple of legends that are going to be in high voltage. Um, there's a well-known legend named Britt Taker. He's gonna be in high voltage, and back in the day from RUW Register Underground Wrestling. Now high voltage. Of course, we got the Sybil Puppy, of course, Sybil Wolf. We have of course Adonis. We have Austin Tyler. We have uh, not know if we're gonna have Coraline yet, but that's in the works. Um, other wrestlers, that we do have. Um, and I know like Rayos, I know that these wrestlers, you guys already know them for RCEW, but this is high voltage now, and I know they're gonna if they given the 100% on RCEW, I know they're gonna give 1,000% in high voltage, and they're doing a great job. They're so excited, they can't wait to wrestle. And being a president, I never was a president of in a company. One of the formers, one of the five fathers of high voltage. Um, it's an honor. It's an honor to even though I just said that I stopped wrestling, but I'm working behind the scenes. I'm working behind the cameras. I'm just one of the one of the managements. And can't wait to start working. Can't wait to work with the four founding fathers. Can't wait to start working with the general managers, the owners of high voltage. Uh, can't wait. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great experience as the president of high voltage.
So this is one of my comments. They want to know what kind of matches can we expect in high voltage?
What kind of what? I was like putting you.
What kind of matches that the fans can expect at
You
high
know,
voltage?
I have created so many matches already for high voltage. Matches that you guys have never have seen before. Um, I have been, even though I mean, am under the weather, but I have been working still. I have been, sitting, I sit down in my office and just coming up with matches, coming up with purpose views, coming up with the match, everything, and this is going to be matches that you probably have never asked of before, probably matches that you have never have been before. Um, we got the casket ladder match, where um, by winning, you're gonna have to put your opponent in the casket. Once you put your
Hmm.
opponent in the casket to win the match, you're gonna have to climb the ladder. It could be for a champion. It could be for a contract for a championship. I mean, it could be anything, but you have to put your opponent first in the casket. Once the casket is closed, your opponent cannot get out. Your opponent cannot get out because the casket will be closed for the outside. So the opponent cannot get out. And all you need to do is just climb the ladder and just get a championship. That's it.
Very interesting.
Um, it's a lot of matches in my head. Um, I got the fire for fire match. It's gonna be two chairs with fire, and whoever gets hit with that champion with that chair, it loses. It's just a lot. Pick your weapon match. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of matches that's gonna be happening. That you guys are going to see. Um, and I can't wait. Can't really wait.
Hmm. And where can the fans that are tuning in, where can they find high voltage on social media?
You can find High Voltage on YouTube. Go to High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. Find them right now. We don't have a Facebook yet, but we will. And but right now, go to our YouTube channel, High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. You guys can find us. Can find us there.
Very interesting. And what is your plan? Are you guys wanting to take high voltage on the road or just keep it in just one location?
For now, it's going to be in Racine, Wisconsin, where RCW is for now. Yes, I have plans to take it on the road. I have plans to work with other resident backyard resident companies. I have plans to do invasions to other backyard resident companies. But for now, It's gonna be in Rising, Wisconsin. Hopefully we can start next year. I mean, the plans basically were to start after RCEW Halloween Massacre, um, where our pay-per-view was going to be Trick or Fight. Don't know if that's going to happen yet. Like I say, I'm just waiting to the owners, management, what they do. But if that doesn't happen, the next year, you guys will start, seeing, watching, shows of, high voltage ultimate wrestling. Um, and like I said, there's going to be a lot of surprises in high voltage. You don't know who's going to be in the high voltage. You don't know who's going to come. Just know that expect the unexpected from high voltage.
Very interesting. And you said you guys are right there in Rostine. Will we see a crossover of RCW and High Voltage?
That's in the
So I
plans.
didn't
That's that
sometime.
that's really in the plans to do a crossover. Um, Ivy was thinking probably do RCEW, HBUW, Boogaloo Alliance, um, where there's going to be two wrestling companies. Remember RWA? Back in the day was RWA, UWC, Deadly Alliance, where, it was two wrestling companies doing the one show. It might going to be like that. It's going to be RCW, HBUW, uh, Boogaloo
Similar,
Alliance.
something similar to like IMF and WCE.
Yes. Now, now that now that you're saying WCE, we might we might going to be working with WCE too. Who knows? Like I said, it's a lot of surprises. Um, is it going to be an invasion to WCE? I don't know. Is it going to be working as the alliance? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a crossover. Who knows? Um, not only WCE, RWF, BTCW, and other residents, back in residents that are anywhere seeing. We either it's going to be an invasion, either it's going to be a crossover, either we're going to be working together. Who knows? But I know that this talents are thirsty, are hungry, and can't wait to start wrestling.
Looks like our CW is watching.
I see RCW. What's going on, guys? How you guys are doing?
Thanks for tuning in, RCW. And I know you guys are having a show coming up pretty soon. Rumors DGK might invade the area.
Yes, I have a show coming up very very soon. I got many shows coming up very soon. I do have a Christian organization that is called Wrestlers for Christ. In this organization, we're going to help other wrestlers to get to know God. Not only get to know God, to to reconcile with God if they have been in the past has been in church and for some reason they're not in church anymore. We're going to help them to reconcile with God or accept God in their life. Um, and I got some other wrestlers already that had joined, and basically it's going to be an organization where they're going to learn how to read the Bible. We're going to do some some Bible studies, and who knows if they do want to keep going and go to church. We're gonna help them locate a church so they can go to church. And right there, even though they did accept God in the organization, but still accept God again in the church, and maybe they can get baptized. Take it from there. Shows I come in with a comedy is called the comedy It is called Corny Comedies 101. Um, we have another show that I'm going to be in there. It's called uh, the Coralista Squad. Um, and I'm going to be singing for gospel music in Spanish and English. There's going to be gospels that probably you have heard uh, back in the day, and I'm gonna bring them back so people can hear it
Very interesting. And we might even have a karaoke match.
again. Ooh, I like that. I really
Like
like
they
that.
have done in NFT Tough Enough.
You know, you know what?
Even knowing we had that one singer that everybody wanted to cover their ear, Julian Hall.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Or they just wanted to change the channel.
yes. Now that now that you say now
Or
that
we
you
might even get,
so
or we might even get a Kurt Angle that cannot rap.
yes. You know, now that I like I always like when I always like coming to your shows because you ask great questions and you sometimes you hit it right in the nail. Um, I've been
That's my pleasure.
now that I have been with high voltage ultimate wrestling. Now that you did mention NXT, something like NXT, knockout, whatever. There's going to be something. There's going to be something. Of wrestling that's going to be part of high voltage ultimate wrestling, and that is what we're going to do. Basically, it is going to recruit some new talent, and we're going to train them to become a wrestler, and once they are trained, once they are they are ready, they will be wrestling in high voltage ultimate wrestling. Did not came I didn't have came with the name yet, but it's right here. Um, like I said today, I was just thinking and coming with a lot of ideas, and now that you said that, like you hit it right in the nail. Um, yes, there's gonna be a wrestling that's going to be part of our high voltage of wrestling. In this wrestling, it's gonna be like tough enough. It's gonna be like FC tough enough. We're gonna train them. We could be showing them in the ring, running the ropes, doing bumps, teaching them how to do promos. It's all that good stuff, and the whole world will see this new talents, being trained the correct way. Um, it's going to be in a ring. Hopefully, it will be in a ring. But yes,
And it's like one of your arch enemies wants to join.
aha, what's going on, Savage One? You know what?
I guess you want to be a bird chirping in the background.
You know what? I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad that he's here.
Well. High voltage ultimate wrestling.
Yes, sir. Savage One. I, I wanted to talk to you. No,
Yes.
I want to sign you for high voltage ultimate wrestling. I
You
see
have to
what you
realize, C2K, the Savage One can appear at any place, at any time.
and that's true. And that's true. And the thing is, I see your talent. I see what you can do in the ring, outside the ring. You are the savage one, and yes, I would love to have the savage one, to be part of high voltage ultimate wrestling. Um, your uh, nemesis, your enemy, your first enemy, your great enemy, the silver puppy is right there, and maybe if you cannot get your revenge on RCW, maybe you could get your revenge on him, high voltage.
I will assure you, win, lose, or draw, that he will be destroyed under my own terms tomorrow. But
You know,
however, Silver Wolf, I know you're watching and listening. You thought Game Over was just a sample? You haven't seen anything yet.
you know what? How about this? I can give you in high voltage the first match of high voltage ultimate wrestling. I can give you the silver puppy. Think about this. In an anywhere format for the high voltage ultimate world heavyweight championship, the silver puppy, big.
C2K, there's no worry about that. I'll save that as the best for last. All I wanted to do is get my hands on Silver Wolf first.
I will let you do
By the
that.
way, here's an interesting question to you two. You ever
Yes.
heard the term the whole entire contingency plan will cost you an arm and a leg?
I heard about that.
Just think about it.
But you know what? I don't mind if it costs me two legs, two arms. But I know what is good for business. Having the Savage one in high voltage ultimate wrestling against the big bad Silver Wolf Gronk for the high voltage ultimate world heavyweight championship in an anywhere false count match. The first match, main event. That, well, it would be good for business. And if it's gonna cost me my two arms, my two legs, or my head, I'm still gonna do it. What you think?
Just know this and keep this in mind. There's no one, and absolutely no one, will square off against the Savage One. And who knows? It could be you, Skulls, or it could be you, C2K. That one day we will cross paths on each other. Because, like I said, there's no one in any promotion that I step foot into will square up against me. Except beat me. But in the meantime, Silver Wolf will be the first to go.
And by the way, Silver Wolf, see you real soon. Because the savage lives.
It was great to hear the Savage one. It was great to hear him.
Whoa, we just had it, ladies and gentlemen. The Savage one made an appearance. Pretty much calling out Silver Wolf out. And C2 Kick making the match official. So, Silver Wolf, if I were you, I'll find a big enough bone that you can take out a Spanish one and eat all the kibble and Scooby snack while you can. Because it's like you have a challenge that is gunning for you. Knowing like a selfish one.
Oh, and there's one thing. One thing that I was thinking about too. Ghost, are you listening right now? I want to sign you up for High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. I want to give you the opportunity to face anybody that you want to face in High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. In the first show, High Voltage. That's going to be the first show. High Voltage. First pay-per-view. If we don't have Trick or Fight, we're going to have High Voltage next year. The first pay-per-view. And I would love to have Ghost in that pay-per-view to make an open challenge on anybody.
Hopefully Ghost can get an early release.
Hopefully.
And hopefully you have enough security to continue. Because he took an email already. He took it out doors. He took it out pretty much everybody in the RCW roster.
Yeah, he did. But you know what? With that type of power in your hands, you could do a lot of things. And you could do what is right for business. What is good for business. Of course, you are in it too. You are High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. And I know I see you have a great talent. I see what you could do in RCW and in every wrestling company that you have been. And it's an honor to have you in High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. I know that I know you got How to Massacre, and if we can do Trick or Fight or High Voltage, I know you will be there. And hopefully we could start doing the match cards for Trick or Fight. If not, we're going to do High Voltage next year.
And bring Gold to High Voltage. I know the big opportunity because he's been up and down the road, state to state, been on television. I'm bringing Gold in. Will be a huge asset.
Yes. Definitely. And at the same time, we are looking in Racine, Wisconsin. We are looking for new talents. So if you are Racine, Wisconsin, or near Racine, Wisconsin, we're looking for new talents, male or female, body age of 18 and up, for me to be wrestlers. So you can contact me on my Facebook, or you can contact us, for any information that you want. Uh, we can't wait, and we're waiting for you guys. Give you an opportunity in lifetime to be part of this new wrestling company, which is High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. And who knows? You will not only will be in the high voltage, probably an opportunity with RCEW, an opportunity with any backyard wrestlings that are in partnership or are related or affiliated with High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. So all you need to do is just message me or message Paul, and just ask, and we will definitely will put you in High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling, and we definitely want to train
Very interesting. So the doors are open to those who are looking to start a wrestling career
you. Yes,
and looking to learn new things.
yes, definitely. Doors are
Because
open.
for those who do not know it, C2K has been around the indie scene. He's been around the backyard scene. He's been on Sports Wire Radio. He's been on Skull Talk multiple times. And he's worked with multiple promotions throughout the East Coast.
That's right.
So make sure you guys check out C2K.
And make sure to check out Ghost Light Talks. Make sure to check out, High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. Make sure to check out the Dark Den. Make sure to check out Ashley Tyler Show, and make sure to check out the Phoenix Effect Show and Table Talk 2 or 3. Make sure all these shows are affiliated with High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling. Um, and once you're in the High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling, not only you will be able to have the opportunity to be in all these back-end wrestling companies that are affiliated with us, you're gonna have a chance to be a guest of all these shows like Gold Talks Live, Dark Dan, Phineas Effect, Austin Tyler Show, and many, many, many shows that are around there. Uh, to be at the guest,
Or even be on Sports Wire Radio
or
one day.
yes, or definitely the
One of
Sports
my
Wire.
biggest sponsors.
Yeah,
Because without Tom Bright and Sports Wire Radio,
that's right.
none of us would have been probably known.
That's right. Exactly.
Our
That
name
is true.
out there. So make sure you guys check out Sports Wire Radio on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, where all wrestling matters.
That's right. That's right. Make sure that happens. Make sure that you do tune in. Like I said, we're waiting for this new title to come. The opportunity is right there. Those are open for you guys to come in, and we'll make sure that you will never, ever are going to regret it. And you're gonna have fun, like always. Have fun in backyard wrestling. Keep it safe, like always, and putting your name out there. So all the backyard wrestling companies can get to know you.
Just received, just in 5 crossover special will take place in 1 week here on YouTube.
Wow. This is big.
Very interesting.
This is gonna happen
And
right
as
here.
a reminder for those, next week, Go Talk Live will be moved to Thursday instead of Friday because I make my return to WGW.
Wow.
Greatest Wrestling. When they come home to Rancho Cucamonga, there will
Wow.
be a ladder match. There will be championships on the line. And people making their debut. And who knows what might happen? Because if you guys were at the last WGW show in Las Vegas, Nevada, we saw a proposal.
Wow.
And she, what did she say? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, and we also saw one of my guests that I previously had on, named Bovey, celebrated his birthday. But unfortunately, he lost his championship the same night. But that's why you guys want to tune in and get your ticket now to WGW because Bobby will take on Lucky Guerrero in a ladder match.
Wow.
When Bobby reclaimed his rematch clause. I know I'll be there,
Yes.
but will you be there? So
No.
make sure you guys get your ticket and check out World Greatest Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube. And you can even find them on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And also, I want to thank all those firefighters in throughout California battling all these wildfires.
Wow.
I'm declaring myself safe because there are 4 wildfires that are not too far from me.
Oh my God.
And one of those fires, the suspect has been arrested
Wow.
for arson, for in possession of a dangerous device to set those fires.
Wow. You know,
So if you ever plan on starting wildfires, you will be fined and prosecuted.
I would love to say something about this. And, you know, every time, let's see, when you talk about the fires, I always pray for you and pray for your family. And it just, now that you said that, it angers me. You know, I'm a Christian, of course, I understand I'm a Christian and everything, but it bothers me. I shouldn't say anger. It bothers me that you start a fire. Like the audacity, the nerve to start a fire, knowing that our lives are at stake. You put in danger a lot of people just to start a fire. And I'm glad that this person he has been arrested. And I hope this person can just can stay in prison and hopefully I said God in his life change because this God it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people can do things like that. You know, and this not the first fire that you guys have already. You have like how many fires this year?
So as I speak right now, we have about 50 different fires going on.
Yeah.
I know of throughout the state of California, but the majority of them are in Southern California.
And I know because some of them was near to you, and I remember you had to leave your house
Yeah,
because of the fire.
one of the fires actually was inches from my backyard.
I remember that you told me.
And I don't want to relive that again
No,
because
no.
for those who not know, back in 2004, I lost my home
Wow.
in San Bernardino and I became homeless. I
Wow.
don't blame the lady. It was an accidental fire. Her car ended up backfiring and it started a spark
Wow.
and it burnt half of San Bernardino down.
Wow.
But it's not compared to the gentleman who has set this fire,
Yeah.
the one we have going on. Because it was intentionally, it broke the California record of acres, and you took the learning from children that want to learn because they had to shut schools down. Multiple wrestling promotion had to cancel shows because it was not breathable. Or so many wrestling schools had to close their doors because they were feared for their wrestling safety. And I had to cancel a couple bookings due to these fires. And that's taking money out of my pocket and other wrestlers' pocket.
Yes. It just it's sad, because it's like, you know, anything, just a little spark can just create a massive fire. And just for somebody to do that, it's like I said, it's got some nerve to do that. And not only, houses, has been lost, life lost too, you know, and like I said, bro, brother, I pray for you, and I mean, I'm glad that you're okay, and nothing happened to your house and family and stuff like that. It just, you know, I'm glad they got that person. I'm glad.
And I thank the wrestling community helping me get back on my feet.
Yes,
When I needed it most.
definitely.
Because you help your fellow locker room mate, you never know when it's going to become in favor for you.
Exactly. Exactly. You know,
Because we're all family here.
Yes, we all
We may
family here.
hate one another, but at the end of the day, you're still a co-worker, a friend, a
Yeah.
fan.
Yes. And you know what? This is what we're here for. And I always said this to many people. You know, backyard wrestling, we all are a family.
And if
We
you
have
guys
been,
and if you guys want to donate to the firefighters, you guys can go to calfire.org
that's right.
and donate. Even
Yeah.
if it's safe enough, drop off into the water. Because firefighters, they throw the water constantly, especially with the sea drop that we got,
Mhm.
the high wind. So once again, if you guys would like to donate, go to calfire.org.
Yes. And high voltage ultimate wrestling will be helping these firefighters. I know RC that will be too. Um, and for that, was planning. I will talk to high voltage management, RCE that management, uh, to do a fundraising for basically, the firefighters that, you know, they have been very courageous to go against these fires, and make sure that everybody life, is safe. And the first show that we do for high voltage ultimate wrestling is going to be for a fundraising for the firefighters that courageously have fought against these fires and have turned these fires off to save all these many lives and houses. So, for you gentlemen, I salute you. And High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling, for sure, we'll do a fundraising for the firefighters.
And if you guys have a firehouse sub in your area, every time you buy a sub from Firehouse Sub, you are physically donating to the Fire Foundation.
Yes.
And I love Firehouse Sub because it is created by two former firefighters.
Yes.
And they decided, hey, we're firefighters, retired. Why not give back to our firefighters?
Exactly.
And if you guys are not from California and you guys live close to a fire station, go to your local neighborhood fire department and say thank you for what they do.
Yes.
Because they, majority of the time, they made the family for 40 hours to months.
Yes.
Or they may go home for a week and they come right back.
That's right.
So, firefighters for what they do. And even the EMT, that are helping people with the evacuation. So let's take a look back at the new promotion of T2K.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to High Voltage Ultimate Wrestling.
This the unforgettable side, folks. Bringing you up and taking you down, folks. Coming at you from every side, folks. Making the rhythm and rhyme collide. I put a kick in the backbone to close with microphones. Never satisfy my rhyme shows. Spraying bright day over what you might say. My blood type's Krylon, Technicolor type A. On highways, fight with road rage. Pages of wind and cages of tin that bounce all around. Surround sound, devouring the scene. Subliminal gangrene paintings over all the same thing. Sing song, karaoke, copy bullshit. Break bones verbally with sticks and stone tactics. Fourth dimension, combat convention. Write rhymes and while the track stands at attention. Meant to put you away with the
Oh yeah, and speaking of, I want to remember those who lost their target. See, they're live on that fateful day of 9/11, and those who made the ultimate sacrifice on that day. So let's do a moment of silence.
Very courageous, and will never forget about that day. That day had impact the whole world. And 9/11 always will be in our hearts.
And I would not forget that day because when that day happened, I was at one in the airport known as JFK, where one of those planes was hijacked from. And I remember them saying that the airport was on lockdown. And I was still in middle school when that happened.
And now that we are talking about that, we're talking about the 9/11, remembering, we're going to do a 1-2 seconds of silence for those that lost their lives that day, and for respect for the families of the
And
victims.
some may not know a celebrity that you may have seen Armageddon, Con Air,
Yes.
before he was a movie star. He was a New York firefighter.
Wow.
And he said, I'm going to start filming, pushing back, and go home to see New York firefighters and my brother.
Wow.
He could have been a coward, but he knew what God put him on earth for.
Yes.
And who remembered his training. So we're going to do a moment of silence for those who lost their life and who made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Um, this is a moment that is really really sad because we still remember that day. That day will never will live. Our minds and our hearts. And then and I want to say that I got respect for the families. Keep praying for them, which I do. I pray every 9/11. I pray for these families. And I know that right now they're very strong. They're courageous. We keep going, and you know, and I want to say thank you for all those firefighters that was there that day for saving so many lives, for being courageous, and for some people, some fire rescuers knowing they might not come back home that day, but they still gave their life. They still gave their life to save others. For that, we thank you for all the firefighters that was there in the 9/11.
So I want to thank you two, Kelly, for coming on tonight. And I can't wait to see the very first episode of High Voltage. Because I know you got something up to tweet for those who are going to tune in. And many more to come.
Yes. And we promise you guys will not regret it. We're gonna bring talents that you probably know, probably never have seen. And I promise that these talents in high voltage ultimate wrestling will give their 2000% to entertain the fans, to entertain the world, and show who is high voltage ultimate wrestling.
And if you're not down with that, you might just get executed.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
remember next Thursday, Skull Talk Live. And season 2 is almost over. So see you next time on Skull Talk Live.